All right, guys. Well, today we have the luck, opportunity, and the gratitude to have the one and only our Black Diamond in the house, Arabella. So I know everybody is excited, but we need more people to this call. So let's get everybody to the call. Let me see some fire emojis in the chat. How excited are you for Arabella, guys? This is this is not just like you can expect some things like to happen just like that, to have educator as a guest training you. And you know that we've been doing the best from ourselves to get the best in the company, educators, to learn from them directly, to have the opportunity to ask them directly on these calls, not just the company-wide calls, but like a private training session for the Balkan team and the people that are part of our community. And guys, this is really exciting moment because you can get someone who is that young and that successful to ask how they do it, to realize what's their strategy, to be a part of this community and to help other people make money. It's not just Arabella understanding her strategy and winning for herself. It's herself understanding the strategy and providing you the knowledge how to apply it and make your life better, to how to transform your life in a better financial form. And before she steps on, I just want to say that I'm really grateful for Arabella taking her time off and getting on a call and teaching us the knowledge that she has in her age. I'm jealous. Arabella, I got to tell you, I'm jealous. If I just knew what you know with my 21 years of age, I will be multi-millionaire by now. And all of you guys who are at your early 20s, this can change your life trajectory. This can change your whole life. This is a game changer to know what she knows. And you're about to hear that and apply that. But trust me, it comes with repetition. You will not hear Arabella today and she talks about her strategy and you immediately know everything tomorrow. No, it's about you failing, repetition, 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 training to be better every day. And that's why being a part of the community, being active here, asking questions is really important. That's why we're going to have the recording so everyone can repeat. Even Ronaldo, if he doesn't train for 2 months, he will lose the edge, like lose the peak where he's the best. So being the best doesn't mean just learning one thing and know it all the time. It means learning and applying and training on it every day. And this is what you have the opportunity inside the Akashi's community, inside this community, inside with the educators that we got. But all in the end, it reflects on you applying this every day. Even if you have your worst days, then apply it and step back, analyze, and get back. And this is how you can change everything in your financial future. So without further ado, Arabella, where's your here you are. I see you. The mic is yours. Thank you for taking the time. Thank you for hopping on, as we like to call you, our gold queen. But before you step into the learning curve, can you just please tell the people about your life story, how you came into the trading, what got you, what was the moment that said that in you that woke up the desire to learn trading? I know your video story from your rank up, and just to reflect back on that, because there's a lot of people here that are struggling probably financially, that are working 9 to 5, that are seeking themselves, that are new, maybe a few days, maybe 1 week, maybe 2 months in the Akashics, maybe they're still not profitable. But can you just, before you start teaching us, tell them about your journey and that you didn't know everything from the very beginning? So I'm going to shut up and let the mic to you.
Hi, hi, hi. Hello, you guys. Hi, Croatia. Hi, everybody else. Before, of course, I get into anything, I want to start off by thanking Devore for that introduction and, of course, for allowing me to come on here and speak to his team. I really respect what you've built, and I don't take it lightly when I'm given an opportunity to pour into other traders. So, truly, thank you. And, of course, for those who don't know me, my name is Arabella Angles. I've been in this space for almost 4 years now, and I've been with the Koshaks for 1 year. I started exactly where a lot of you guys are, right? Curious, confused, maybe motivated, and honestly just trying to figure out how to become a profitable trader without blowing accounts, right? And what I want you guys to understand is, of course, I'm not here to impress you guys with big words or overcomplicate the charts. I'm here to simplify trading because that's the way I wish it taught me. I started this when I was 16 years old. I just turned 21 a few days ago. So I started this when I was 16 years old, and I started because I was craving for an opportunity, not because I wanted one, but because I needed one, right? I was in a position where I have a single mom of two kids, myself and my brother, and I kind of watched her struggle throughout the years. And I was in school, of course. I was 16, I was still in high school, but I decided to go online throughout the COVID times and just graduate early so I can figure out a way to help my mom with the bills, to help, of course, whoever I needed to in order for everybody to be more comfortable, to not have to struggle. And so I found, of course, trading. And trading was not necessarily the opportunity I expected. What I expected from trading was what I saw all over social media. You can make money like this, right? But in reality, that wasn't the case. It was a trust the process journey because, as you guys probably know, yes, it is so easy to make money in trading, but it's also very easy to lose money in trading, right? So I went through a lot of trials and tribulations. I was 16 and I was like always trying to figure out how to make money in trading. I made my first $15, 1 5, you guys, and I was so happy. I was like, okay, so this opportunity is real. Now my belief level went up. And then I tried it again. I was just a customer. I was a product-based trader. I was someone who was copying and pasting from other educators at my platform at the time. And during that, I kept blowing accounts. I kept losing. I had no plan. I had no discipline. All I knew was I needed to make money. But the moment that I focused on just making money instead of learning how to keep money, learning how to stay consistent, learning how to train my mindset to be disciplined, was the moment I started to lose so much more because your mindset will always equal your guys' income, right? So during the time I turned 17 and I completely hated trading. I hated it so much. I hated what it looked like. I hated when any single person talked about trading. And I was like, okay, maybe like trading isn't for me. Okay, after a whole year of just trying and seeing results dropping back and forth. And also at the time, we didn't have the best educators on that platform. So it was even harder for us customers to make money through trading. And so I almost nearly gave up. I had like 1 foot in, 1 foot out, and I went all in with the network marketing side. And that's when my journey really popped off. I did that first month into my journey and I was already making full-time income with network marketing. And once I started to grow my team, for every single person who's in network marketing, you have people coming into your business, of course. Your obligation and responsibility is to guide them, is to teach them, is to support them, right? So I had all of my mentees asking me, hey, can you teach me about trading? Hey, can you give me a trading game plan? And I looked at them and I said in my head, I hate trading. No, I can't. I don't know how. I don't know how to trade. And once I started getting so many people in, once I had a team of 50 and they were asking me that same question, I forced myself to learn how to trade. I was like, okay, I'm gonna make it my responsibility and obligation to force myself to learn how to trade. I'm gonna learn a strategy. I'm gonna stick with it. I'm gonna learn how to become a profitable trader because you have to lead by example. And that's exactly what I did. And I completely sucked at first. But like Devore was saying in the very beginning, it's the repetition, right? It's about becoming 1% better every single day. And as you guys know, I'm a scalp trader, right? So that means I am very quick in and out of the market. I'm not someone who wants to sit there, trade for hours, stress out, overthink, or babysit a position all day long. When I'm in the market, I'm there with a lot of intention, right? I know exactly what I'm looking for. I execute and I'm out. That's it. Because of how fast scalping is, timing truly matters more than anything. And this is what I always tell people. If you're trading alongside me, or you guys are taking my signals, it is extremely important that you are inside of the Akashak's official chat. Okay? So if you are not inside of that chat, I need you guys to do me a favor and go ahead and message this chat here on the Akashak's on Telegram. You're gonna message Akashx_bot, send them your ID. You're immediately inside of that channel, okay? And when I send a signal, I am always, okay, going to say buy or sell inside of my channel. And this part is very important because when you see that signal, you have to execute the trade first. Before you even take a look at the stop loss, before you even take a look at the take profit, you're gonna go and execute that trade first by pressing buy or sell, then go back and copy and paste the numbers into the app, right? The market does not wait. Price moves so fast, especially this week. For those who've been trading gold with me this week, you know the market has been moving crazy fast. If you sit there trying to be perfect before entering inside of the market, you would have already missed out on that move, right? And I see a lot of people struggle not because they don't know enough, but because they hesitate. The market movement is uncontrollable. You cannot control the volatility. You can't control the news in the market. You can't control how fast the price moves, but what you can control is your guys' execution. If you're trading with me, your job is not to question the trade in the moment. Your job is to execute cleanly, manage the trade, and then follow the plan. That's why I always stress get in first, then refine, because precision comes with repetition, not hesitation, right? And one thing I need everyone to understand is this. Not every day trades the same, right? Some days the market is smooth, some days it chooses violence, right? Some days it's sometimes choppy. If you expect the market to behave how you want, you'll be frustrated, right? As a scalp trader, I don't force the trades, I wait for my timing. And when it's there, I don't hesitate, I just take it. If timing is off, I sit out. Sitting out is also a position, it's also a win, right? And where most people lose, especially while trading, is the mindset every single person has. Your priority as a trader is not to be right every single time. If that's your goal, you're already setting yourself up to lose. Your priority is to protect your guys' capital and to protect your guys' profit. I don't care if you win three trades and lose one, but I care how much you lose when you are wrong, right? Losses are a part of the business. They're not personal. The market is not against you, but it also doesn't care about your guys' emotions, feelings, or account. The traders who last are the ones who respect risk, period, right? If you can master your emotions, fear, greed, and patience, you're already ahead of 90% of traders. And when I first started, again, I was a customer trying to figure this out. I jumped from strategy to strategy. I overtraded. I revenge traded. I thought more indicators meant more accuracy, but it didn't. What changed everything for me was simplicity and repetition. I stopped trying to catch every single move and I started focusing on 1 to 2 clean setups a day. I journaled, I tracked, right, what worked. I accepted the losses without spiraling, without acting on emotion, and I slowly, not overnight, but consistently showed up. And that's exactly why I'm really big on teaching trading the way I wish I was taught, step by step, right? And my strategy is very simple, you guys. You can learn it literally in 4 to 7 days. I've seen people learn it a lot faster than that, but mastery comes with repetition. This isn't this is not about watching one video and feeling confident. This is about showing up, staying present, and applying what you learn every single day. If you commit for the next 3 months to a year, your growth will literally shock you guys. But you have to stay involved. You have to stay present. You can't just disappear when it gets uncomfortable, when you guys are losing, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen with you guys here really quickly, and I'm gonna run you guys through the exact videos that will help you guys learn my strategy from front to finish, okay? Let me start off by sharing my screen here with you guys. Let me know if you guys can see it. Thumbs up, anyone with their cameras open? Okay, beautiful. Thank you, Vex. So with this, you guys, in order for you guys to truly master it, okay, this is the exact blueprint I give to my team. When someone tells me, I want to learn your strategy, I want to learn how to become an independent trader, what do I need to do? The very first thing is just to learn what trading even is, right? What are you guys even doing when you're pressing buy, when you guys are pressing sell? So make sure you guys just simply go on to the academy and watch the World of Trading Beginner. You don't even have to watch the advanced yet, okay? Just the beginner, just so you can understand first what you're even doing. Now, the second part is going onto your guys' live session tab here. You guys can do this through the website, or you guys can go through the app. Then as you're on the live sessions, what you're going to do is you're going to press on recorded on the top right here, recorded. Then you're gonna go ahead and find my face here. Okay, you see me. Now we're gonna go over to page number 5. Okay, so if you're someone on this call, you just simply want to be a product-based trader, you just want to learn how to become profitable by copying and pasting signals, this is all you need to do. You're gonna watch how to take my trade alerts must watch. This here will teach you guys the risk management and will give you guys a trading game plan. Okay, watch this one here. Now, the second video I need you guys to watch is going to be layering positions must watch. This is going to help you guys with timing inside of the market, the entries you guys take, the executions, how to stay above profits even when you're in bad drawdown. This is going to tell you exactly that, right? So if you're someone who's wanting to learn my strategy front to finish, you're someone who wants to get on the charts with me and being able to read it by yourself, this is what you guys are going to watch. You're going to go over to page number 2. Okay, and you're going to watch the break of structures and change of characters training part 3. There's a part 2, part 1, and part 3 with every single training here, right? Repetition is key. If you're someone who's a fast learner and can just watch the video one time, practice it on your end, and you're great, you understand, amazing. Just watch the part 3. If you're someone like myself who's a bit of a slower learner and you need just more time, more reps, more videos, watch part 2 and part 1, okay? So for the break of structure and change of character training, this is part 1 of my strategy because the trend is your guys' friend, right? And this is going to help you guys understand if the trend is going to continue, right? Because the market can only do two things. The market can only go up and the market can only go down, right? So we only need to know if we're buying or selling, if the trend is going to continue to go up or if it's going to reverse and go back down. This is exactly what is going to teach you exactly that. BOS stands for continuation of the trend. Okay, change of character is when you spot the reversals. Very simple. Then you'll move over to your market structure explained here. This is going to be when you execute inside of the market, and it will help you guys find your take profits and stop losses. So go ahead and watch this market structure here. Then if you guys want just more confidence inside of the market, you need to make sure you have more confirmations before executing your guys' trade. You can use the indicators here. This will teach you the 2 to 3 indicators that I use when it comes to analyzing inside of the market. Then you guys are going to move over to your page one. Okay, you're gonna learn the patterns training. This will just help you spot more confirmations inside of the market. Then you guys are gonna watch gap training part three. When you guys are watching gap training part three as well, okay, there's again part two and part one. There's different gaps inside of the market, and I love trading gaps because it's fast movement inside of the market. There's two more videos I can recommend to you guys. If you're someone who's just like, okay, those videos are enough for me. That's all I'm gonna watch. Great, amazing. If you want to take it up a notch, right, and you want to go a bit more in depth, you want to use supply and demand or fair value gaps, this is going to help you guys do exactly that. Fair value gap training is just where there's an imbalancement inside of the market and how you can trade alongside it and use it to your guys' advantage. Now we have, of course, the supply and demand training here. This one is very important because the market moves based off of the supply and demand as well. So you guys can have the full idea. And of course, if you guys go over to my live sessions, I go live at 1 p.m. So in about, I would say, an hour and 30 minutes from now is when I go live. Your guys' time, I think it's 10 p.m. at CET time. Jump in on here. We trade live together, right? After you guys watch those videos, trust me when I say going on the charts, trading alongside me, screaming at the markets together will be a whole lot of fun, okay? Because sometimes trading is boring. Sometimes it'll give you guys a headache, but we try to make it as best as we can, okay? So make sure you guys jump in and tune in onto those live sessions, okay? And I also want to give you guys one other thing here as I'm sharing my screen, which is going to be my trading game plan. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to send you guys over this PDF, but I'd love to know what you guys are even trading first. Are you guys on fundeds? Are you guys on live accounts? Can you guys just drop that down right below inside of the chat here for me? Okay, let's see. I want to make sure when I send this over to you, no one can draw, because the last time I sent this, people started drawing like crazy. Okay, public view. Create public view link. Okay, beautiful. Let's see what you guys have said. I see live, 10K funded, live. Funded. Okay. You guys are a bit of a mixture. Okay, let me send this over to you guys first before I forget. I sent it to you guys in the chat here down below. I'll spam it a few times. This is going to be the trading game plan. Okay. You guys can have the most perfect setup, okay? Sometimes one of the things I've noticed a lot with different customers is even when we're trading with my signals, I've noticed some people win, right? But I've seen like a handful of people still lose. And so it's very important you guys follow this plan here. Let me make this a bit bigger just so you guys can see it a lot more clear. Let me reshare my screen here. Ooh, okay. Hopefully you guys can see it. Beautiful. So, of course, my trading rules. The very first thing that you guys always want to do is always set break even after take profit one. Okay? Once you guys do this, you guys have protected your trade. So if the trade goes the way you don't want it to go, guess what? You guys aren't going to lose anything from setting your guys' break even because you've protected your trade now. Okay? I've seen so many of you guys trade alongside me. I'm sure you guys have already seen these slides. I'm sure you guys already know these a lot. So let me tell you guys my shortcuts, okay? So if you're a beginner, stick with what you see. But for everybody else, listen up, okay? So what I usually do when executing my trades, I open three positions on my end, okay? I always press buy or sell first. If I need to layer, I will, but the first thing I do is add my first position at a low risk. Okay, I trade with a 20K live account, so my max risk is 0.2. So when I execute my first position, I execute it at a 0.05, okay, on a 20K live account, 0.05. Then if I have to layer, I'm gonna layer with a zero point 0.1. Okay, then when I have to, of course, or sorry, another 0.05, and then when I layer my my last position, my best position, it's going to be at a point one. Now I have three positions running. I never copy and paste my take profit. I always copy and paste my stop loss. And what I do, okay? And of course, I wait for the market to go where I want it to go. If it moves up, if my positions are terrible, okay, I'm gonna close my bad ones. If they're okay, if they're good, if I'm willing to risk it, I'll hold all of them, okay, until I can't hold it anymore. I don't trade take profits. I just trail my stop loss and I wait for my stop loss to get hit. Because when you trail your stop loss into profits and it hits it, I'm still happy. That's still the best stop loss I'm ever gonna hit because I'm still in profits, right? So all I do is I milk out the trend as much as I can. One of the things that I preach, if you guys have been on my live sessions a lot, you've heard me say this before, right? You should only take what the market can give you. Okay, don't try to chase more buys. Don't try to take more profits. That's not the point. The market's already giving you something, so take it while you can, right? So, of course, let's say we're inside of the buys are moving, okay? It's already hit TP 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay? I scalp per take profit. I still take profits as the trade is running. People all the time forget to pay themselves out. They love to stay greedy. They love to hold the trade for as long as they can. You, of course, can do that, right? But let's get you guys above profits first. So every single take profit, I always close partials. I always close a little bit. I scalp as I go. But again, I hold it for as long as I can. I trail my stop loss and I'm out once my trail stop loss hits. Very simple. Now, if you guys are inside, okay, and you're a beginner, please take all the take profits. Take TP 1 through 3. Once you feel more confident, then of course take higher take profits, right? Scalp as you guys are going. Partials are important and proper risk management is of course necessary. Okay, there's a high risk trading game plan that I'm going to give you guys, and there's also going to be a low risk. If you guys are on a large account, this is the only time this high risk plan is going to be appropriate to you. This is called pip locking, okay? This is trailing your stop loss in a way. If there are 5 open take profits, right? That means you're going to open 5 total positions, but you're going to split up your risk. You're going to copy and paste TP1 through 5 or TP1 through 4. Then you're going to make sure every single time TP1 hits, you just modify, very simple, modify your stop loss to entry, aka break even. Now, okay, it depends on the volume inside of the market. Let's say we're flying, or let's say we're dropping if we're selling, right? And it's just going exactly where we want it to go. Then you guys can start trailing. Once TP2 hits, modify all of your position stop loss to TP1. So if the trade goes the way we don't want it to go, guess what? You just hit TP1 again, right? If TP3 gets hit, you modify your stop loss to your TP2. So if the market goes the way we don't want it to go, guess what? Right? We hit stop loss. We just hit take profit 2 again. We're still in profit. TP4 hits, modify stop loss to TP3. Now let's say we're a bit choppy inside of the market. Let's say we're maybe playing ping pong, right? The market's going up and down, up and down. Okay. It is so important that you guys just stick with a lot of wiggle room. Sometimes you're going to need it to where you're going to just have to keep your stop loss to your entry, but go based off of the volume that's inside of the market when doing so. Then, of course, we have the low risk. Now, if there are 5 take profits, you're going to want to open up 2 or 3 positions, okay? I use the example for 2 in here. You're going to copy and paste stop loss and take profit number 2. Then you're going to copy and paste stop loss and take profit number 5 on your other position. Now, once take profit 1 hits, all you're going to do is close 50%, okay, of your position, and you're going to move both positions to stop loss to entry. Now, of course, if TP2 hits the position, you've copied and pasted take profit number 2, so it's going to close out fully. 1 position is done. Now you're going to copy and paste your stop loss to TP1 on your second position. And if TP3 hits, right, you didn't copy and paste it, so you're going to close partials on there. You can close 30, 25%, 50% of your position, and you're going to trail stop loss to take profit number 2. And if TP4 hits, again, close partials take 50%, whatever it is, trail stop loss to TP3. And if TP5 hits, that's the one you've copied and pasted. So you're automatically out inside of the market, right? This is very similar of what I do like on my actual account, right? And people ask me all the time, like, you send multiple trades sometimes. Sometimes you just take a lot. Do you take every single trade that I send to you guys? The answer to that is absolutely. If I'm sending a trade, okay, I want to know exactly what you guys are experiencing so I know a way to keep us above profits. I'm very communicative, you can say, okay? I'm very expressing my thoughts all the time when it comes to my channel, okay? Positive and negative. So make sure you guys are inside of that and just simply follow directions. Like all you have to do if you have a computer, great. Open up the Telegram on there, okay? If you guys trade Asia session or later New York with me, then of course just keep it open and just as you're in the trade, just stare at that chart alongside me and I promise you'll get a really good trade out of that, okay? Then there's the compound game plan. Okay, this is for people who are on a live account, right? I love to learn how to grow my capital, right? So for my team, we have deposit Sundays, withdrawal Fridays, and we do that every single week. And usually people love to choose the capital they'd want to start off with, right? Sometimes people do 500 to 1,000, sometimes they even put 5,000 in there, but you can start off as little as 200. Okay. And this is basically where all you have to do is stick with your daily profit target and your daily loss target. All once you've hit $50 a day, you guys should be done trading. Okay. If you start off by losing $25 a day, you guys should also be done trading. Let's say you make $45, but then you lose 25, you guys are done trading. I know it sounds so small, but the point of this is to compound, right? Of course, if you guys over risk or whatever it is, you guys can gain profits a lot quicker, but in reality, you should probably just learn how to grow your account accordingly and protect your profits and capital, right? Then, of course, you can do weekly withdrawals unless you want to hold this a lot longer. The bigger the account capital you have, okay, the bigger the daily profit target and daily loss target becomes. Just focus on the percentages if you have a different account size than this example here. Then, of course, here's another one, another compound, right? Some people love to trade a lot, okay? Some people love to not stop at $50, not stop at $25. So you can also go based off of the take profits and the stop losses, okay? Stop at either 10 take profits. Each of my signals usually has 5 TPs, right? So the moment you've hit just 10 of them, you guys are done trading. Once you've hit 2 stop losses, you guys are also done trading, right? Very simple. Then, of course, here are my recommendations for lot sizes. So when you're taking my trades on your live account, if you're on a $100 capital, usually the minimum I recommend is 200, but I've added 100 just in case. 0.02s, your 200 account is going to be 0.04. Don't ever up your lots unless you've upped your capital. Okay, reward yourself for that bigger capital. So always double it, and then you guys can of course change your guys' lots. But these are your max lot sizes. So if you were trading on a $200 account here and your max lot is 0.04, you can take 2 positions as 0.02. You guys can take 4 positions as 0.01, right? That's just your max lot. Then, of course, let's go ahead and move over to the fundeds here really quickly before we continue this call. Of course, if you guys are depending on what prop firm you guys are using, maybe these rules here don't apply. So let's focus on the bottom here. Your max lot is going to be 0.1. Then you have your daily profit target here at 250, your daily loss target here at $125. I've seen people who followed exactly this and have passed their phase 1 and phase 2 in 2 weeks and already have withdrawal their third week, okay? And another kind of way you guys can take trades, it depends on if you're I want to take multiple positions kind of person, or if you want to just take one position and manage less trades kind of person, okay? You can actually take one position only at a 0.1 and just hold for either stop loss or TP4. Wait for either one to hit. Very simple. If stop loss hits, wait for the next day. TP4, great, amazing. TP4 again, great. Stop loss hits, great. Move over again, just one position. You guys can also do that. Then, of course, here's the 200K game plan for those who might be on this one. Max lot is 2.0. Your target profit is going to be 2K. Your loss target is 1K. I've seen people pass this in a month. It takes longer because the profits you have to make are quite higher, right? So I've seen people usually on average pass this in about, I would say, a month's time. But that's all I have for these slideshows. Hopefully, you guys have kind of a better idea on how I take trades or how you guys can, of course, apply your guys' trading accounts when it comes to my strategy here, right? And you guys, I promise you, you will learn so much more on live sessions. Like I can sit here, I can literally sit here and go on the charts and explain everything to you guys in one go, but in reality, you guys would be overwhelmed as heck, right, with the amount of information. So I'd rather give you guys the blueprint, the layout, follow it first, and I will see you guys on the charts on my live sessions. Very, very simple. But of course, the last thing I will say is I truly appreciate every single one of you guys for being present and locked in on tonight's call. I hope you guys took away not just a little bit of my strategy, but perspective, right? Trading is a skill that takes time. If you stay consistent, patient, and disciplined, results will follow you inevitably. Okay, once again, thank you, Devor, for allowing me to speak to your guys' team. I really appreciate you, and I'm gonna go ahead and pass the mic over to you now. Let me know if there was any last things you wanted me to cover and talk about. I'm still here, but just back to you for right now.
Wow, guys, this was really amazing. If you got value from Arabella, put a 777 in the chat. Let me see, have you followed through this? This is so simple that I'm learning along the way everything that you, Arabella, taught taught us. So this is really, I think this is gold nuggets. That's why we call you the gold queen. Guys, if you have any questions before Arabella takes off, so let us know in the comments, on the chat, or open your microphone and please ask any kind of questions. And Arabella, of course, like, thank you for taking time off, coming to the call, doing the training, being with us. It means a lot. I know that to a lot of people in the community, this kind of training is valued way more than just being on a live session, because people can connect and ask. I hope nobody's so shy to ask any questions, or you
Yeah,
guys
don't be shy, guys.
or you guys have
You
understood
guys see me
everything.
all the time. And plus, you guys are gonna see me in Thailand, guys. Come on.
Yeah, who's qualifying for Thailand, guys? Until February 15th, you got, for every monthly sign up, you got 5x on your volume. On every quarterly, 6 months, and annual sign up, you got double volume. So it means if you push the pace until February 15th, that means that you can easily qualify for incentive trip in Thailand. Arabella's gonna be there with her team. There's gonna be like 20 plus people. Guys, it's the best thing that you can do. Your business will grow. You can grow your skills. I had the luck of, once last year we joined Akashics. Like, this is like our 1 year in Akashics since we started. Vex, me, a couple of the guys. And I know I did, I think, 20 signups in my first month. And Wesley called me and said, like, bro, you're qualified for Dubai. I'm like, what Dubai? I didn't even know what there was incentive trip for Dubai. It's like, you're qualified. And I can tell you, being in the same room with Arabella, and I was next to her when she was taking trades. I think this was my best profitable week in the Akashics, because I was sitting next to her and taking trades immediately. So imagine the level of what you can learn along the way and connect with the leaders, with the educators that are going to be there. And all it takes from you is to share the information about Akashics, send the people your link, and you can qualify. Like, Arabella, when's the deadline? March 8th?
I'm pretty sure I actually have it pulled up here. I was gonna share my screen with you guys just so
Can
you
you
guys
share
can
the
see it.
Thailand incentive, please?
Yes, yes. So we have the dates for it is May 4th till 8th. I plan on staying there a lot longer because I'm not catching over a 15-hour flight to stay there for 4 days. So I will be there a lot longer. But here's a how to qualify. So I know it sounds crazy, right? 10,000 personal volume free accommodation hit diamond, okay? But we have multiplier bonuses right now. So the qualification ends on March 8th. Okay, so you guys still have a whole month, and I just dropped another multiplier on here as well. So every sign up you get, you actually get five times it inside of every single sign up you guys get. 3 months, 6 months times two the volume. Okay. 10,000 looks crazy. It looks like a lot, right? But it's to give you guys standards and expectations that we know you guys are capable of, right? And then I see a question in the chat here that I'm going to answer very quickly as well, which is what indicators that I use. Can you guys see my screen? Yeah,
Yeah.
beautiful. Thank you with the thumbs up. Here is the fair value gap here by Lux Algo. I use this one probably the most. Okay, and then I have the supply and demand. I use this one here and there. It depends on if there's a lot of low volume inside of the market. I love supply and demand. Then I also use wave trend with Cypher here. And on page one on my sessions, or sorry, page two on my sessions, it has the indicators explained on there. So you can have a really in-depth explanation on how each and every single one works. But I'll keep this on here just in case you guys, of course, need to take a picture or whatever it is. And then, of course, Devor, back to you as well.
Thank you so much. Valentin was asking what's the qualification. We're gonna explain that and send you in the chat, but everything is already laid out in our Discord Discord server, so you guys can access all the information. We're gonna repeat that, resend everything tonight because I know there's quite a few of the new people in the community that are still maybe not aware of the Thailand incentive. Guys, so just to be aware, we have two incentive trips. One is with the team, with the community to Thailand, and the qualification is until, as Arabella said, March 8th, and you have the multiplier to get qualified way quicker. So meaning that all the signups you do is gonna get you sooner. But let's say you press the pedal in next 2 weeks. Guys, it only takes how much? 6 months signups. So 5 people with 6 months packages, and I think maybe 2 with monthly, and that's it. You're qualified. That's 10,000 volume that you made. So it's not that hard to qualify, and anyone who focuses can do that. And also there's a company-wide, which is cruise from Miami, nowhere else but Miami. Guys, if you've ever been to Miami, now you can qualify for this. There's a tracker, so you get to your Akashic's back office, and there's under reports, there's the qualification tracker, so you can see how much volume you need. But we're gonna send that over also to remind you tonight. But guys, imagine coming to a cruise, I don't know, 4 or 5 days cruise from Miami to the Caribbean with the whole Akashi's community, top leaders, educators, the owner, everybody's gonna be on that boat. Probably we're gonna sink that boat, but never mind. We're gonna have loads of fun. And the cruise is on the March 16th. It's for, I think, 4 or 5 days. But what's before that is March 14. There's a first Akashics USA convention. It's on the March 14. And my advice, if you are looking to grow, I'm not just going to talk about trading now. If you're looking to grow yourself in a form of in this company, getting connected with the educators, leaders, and the top people in the community, this is the place where you need to invest your money and go to Miami. There's going to be a lot of us coming out there. And guys, I hope to see you there. Once you go to this city, it will change your complete mindset. But once you get yourself connected and acquainted and in network with the top people in the company, your mindset will grow. You will grow, and then your finance will grow. You'll stop thinking about what everybody else thinks about you, what your friends think about. Oh, he's in the trading game. Look, Arabella's 21. Look what she's doing right now. This is where you need to focus yourself. You need to get yourself around people like Arabella on these conventions, on these events, because this is the place where you grow. So Arabella, we're going to let you off. I know you're busy. You have a call in 1 hour. We're going to be there definitely, but thank you for taking the time teaching us all this, guys. Now you have the homework and getting on and learning all of this. Arabella, have a great rest of the day.
Thank you, and I'll see you guys in Thailand and Miami, and I'll see you guys on my session in an hour. Let's make profits, you guys. Bye,
Let's
you guys.
go. Awesome. I'm going to wrap it up here. Ekipa, mislim da smo svi ovdje ostali više sa manje sa Balkana, ne vidim ovi stranci su neki upravo se spojili. Kako vam je bilo? Kakva vam je bila edukacija? Evo da čujemo malo informacije, ugasit ćemo snimanje.